Perfect. Okay, well, good evening and welcome everybody to our super special cruise night with Windstar Cruises. My name is Sean Friesen. I'm the franchise partner with Expedia Cruises, and we just want to welcome you and thank you so much for taking some time to join us here tonight. We are joined by somebody very special. We have Andrea here from Windstar. And if you just want to move to the next slide.
Well, here I am. So I'm the regional sales manager, and I'm delighted, Sean. Thank you for the opportunity, Sean and Tammy and your team, to invite me here and give me this opportunity to share our fabulous information with your clients. So we're very excited.
Right now, the seas are quiet, the skies are empty, and our roads less traveled. But it's only a matter of time before the world starts moving again. And when it does, there is one source to count on for all your travel needs. We are Expedia Cruises, and we are more than just cruise vacations. Whether it's custom vacation packages, tours, all-inclusive resorts, or flights, hotels, and activities, we are here to plan, book, and safeguard every leg of your journey. Visit expediacruises.ca and we will help you secure your travel by phone, online, or at an Expedia Cruises location in your neighborhood, where you can get the advice you seek, no matter what your dream vacation might be, air, land, or sea. Expedia Cruises, air, land, and sea vacations.
Fantastic. So, my name is Sean. Like I said, we own five locations right across the province. Thunder Bay was our first, and that is our home. And then we have branches down in Sudbury, Woodstock, Sault Ste. Marie, and Windsor. We are planning to expand to Sarnia, Chatham, and North Bay down in the near future as soon as travel gets going again. We are one of the top franchises with our travel agency brand as well. And we truly love what we're doing.
Your sound. Sean, your sound has gone off. We can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Can you go downstairs and ask her to get off? I think the kids could be doing streaming or something. So 190 consultants from Kenora to North Bay, Windsor to Toronto. My team loves cruising. We love what we do. If you want to go to the next slide, and it's just a picture of my managers, my team. We've traveled the world. We've cruised like every cruise brand. And some people want to know, why should we book with you? What if I book directly with the supplier? Can I get a better deal? Suppliers love working with cruise specialists because we know you, we know the product. We're going to make sure that you match up to the right product. And the suppliers will never sell for less than what they sell or what they let the travel agencies sell for as well. My next slide is just got some pictures of our traveling, what we do. We'll travel the world. We will sample product to make sure that the product is just right for you. We sacrifice, we truly do. And we want to make sure that we make that vacation for you super special, especially during the last year where we've not been able to travel. We've not been able to go. We took travel for granted, and now it's been taken away from us. So as you begin to plan your 2022-2023 trip, take a look at your bucket list. Don't worry about the bottom things. What is right at the top of your bucket list? And let's make the most of your trips. Let us help you, and we'll make your trip better. And so because of that, we really wanted to invite Windstar just to tell us about their amazing product. If you've never sailed a ship with sails before, I mean, that's truly cruising. And so for For the people who are tired of sailing with 6,000 people, how about 250? How about an amazing cruise experience? So take us through your product. Tell us about your cruise line. We're really looking forward to this. So
thank you. Thank you so much, Sean. And again, I want to echo everything that you've said. Expedia Cruises is a strong, strong partner of Windstar Cruises, and we truly value your support and we value your partnership. And that is why in many instances, we give you special perks, special amenities to pass on to your clients. As you said, clients will not get it any cheaper by coming direct, but they're going to get the expertise working with you and your team to help with insurance, to help with flights, all the things that need to be added onto the booking. And they're going to benefit in many instances because of what we give you to pass on to them. So thank you for that, Sean. I'm here to talk to you, and I'm very, very thrilled how Windstar Cruises is truly 180 degrees from ordinary. And think about that, everybody. You know, so often people say, well, I did a 360. What's that? You start here and you end up right where you started from. But 180 degrees is taking you in that completely different direction. And I hope during this presentation, I'm going to show you how we truly are that different experience. Windstar Cruises is a small cruise company. We've got 6 beautiful ships. We've got our 3 sister power yachts or star class ships that you see on the left-hand side of your picture. And as Sean was saying, we've got our beautiful sailing ships. Irrespective of the type of ship you choose, the experience is going to be the same, but I am going to go through the details and tell you all about that. As Sean mentioned, even though these are beautiful sailing ships, you're not going to stand barefoot on deck and help raise the sails. Our sails hydraulically unfurl, you're standing with a cocktail in your hand, and we actually sail off to these beautiful, beautiful destinations and unique off the beaten path places. And that is part of that 180 degrees from ordinary difference that Windstar offers. We're truly unique. And even prior to COVID, this was our unique selling point. So often people are saying to their travel advisors, we've had it. We've been on those huge ships. We don't want to stand in line. We don't want to queue up. We don't want to jostle for space. And Windstar has been there as a small ship cruise line to give you that truly different experience. We truly take you in a different direction because we're small. We're able to go into the little bays, into the little harbors, into the little motus that the big ships simply can't get into. We're taking you to really off the beaten path places, captivating places that you're going to truly create memories that are going to last a lifetime. If we do, in many instances, go to the same destinations at a big cruise ship, invariably they are going to be anchored way, way out, and you're going to have to tender in for a long time. Whereas with Windstar Cruises, we're able to get up close and personal. So often we're the only ship in a destination. We're not, you know, our footprint is so small, you're not going to be hassled by all those other tourists who are ready to get to a destination, take a picture, buy a souvenir, check it off their bucket list. For us at Windstar, it's about that immersive, authentic experience in each of the destinations, in each of the unique destinations that we take you to. And what we truly want to do with these experiences is get you to see what you set out to see in the first place. And I love to give this little example. One of the many beautiful itineraries that we have, we go off to southern Spain, Portugal, and we include Morocco. When we do one of our shore excursions in Morocco, we go to a little place called Agadir. And in Agadir, there are goats in trees. Can you imagine if you arrive there on a huge big cruise ship where hundreds, let's not say thousands, hundreds of people are going to want to do the shore excursion and they converge on the site? You would not see a goat in sight. With us, the excursions, the shore excursions are small. You're going to go in small little groups and you truly are going to get to experience what you want to experience in the first place. So as I mentioned to you, you're going to go to these amazing, amazing places that in many instances, you probably think to yourself, I didn't even know you could get there on a cruise ship. Windstar is going to take you there and we're going to create memories that are going to truly last a lifetime. We like to say, no one goes so far to get you so close.
We live in an awesome world with tropical islands, enchanted coastlines, gleaming port cities, storybook villages with wonders beyond compare. What better way to explore it all than by yacht? Windstar is 180 degrees from any other kind of cruise. Yacht-style cruising is about freedom. The freedom to do as you please. No waiting in lines. Freedom to dine when, where, and with whomever you choose. With culinary artistry that will simultaneously wow you and make you feel very much at home. Windstar's fleet is made up of 3 luxury power yachts and 3 iconic luxury sailing ships. Designed to our exacting specifications, carrying fewer than 300 guests. By design, it's made to feel like your own private yacht. True luxury isn't grandiose. It's simple. Make it all about you, our guest. Whether that means helping to create a very special occasion or knowing just when to stay out of the way. Windstar has created an experience that's all about our guests. Perhaps that's why readers of Condé Nast Traveler voted us the world's best small ship cruise line. Windstar's yachts get you closer to the world, closer to natural wonders, closer to the people and immersed in the cultures we visit. On a yacht, there are simply fewer barriers between you and authentic experiences. We are in the magic moments business, curating unique voyages to legendary places and places nobody else goes. Bringing you unforgettable private events, as well as the freedom to create your own perfect moments. We invite you to think of these yachts as your yachts. Welcome aboard Windstar Cruises.
So I hope that gave you a little insight into how we truly are that 180 degrees from ordinary. But let me take it a few steps further and let you know that when you travel with Windstar, there's obviously an assumption or a presumption that it's very, very pretentious. And that is the complete opposite of what happens on Windstar. Here you are on a very well-deserved vacation. You've looked forward to it, especially now after what we've gone through. You don't want to have jackets and ties for the men at dinner. You don't want to have long gowns. So on Windstar Cruises, there are no formal nights. We talk about understated elegance. You can go in dark jeans, certainly not torn jeans, but a nice short sleeve shirt. Ladies, we can go in casual pants with a nice top. So it's all about that informality, no pretentiousness, no stuffiness, if you will, no making reservations. How nice not to have to be in a destination where you're having a wonderful time and you think, oh, I just don't want to leave, but I've got to eat at 6:30. So you've got to stand in the line for the tender, travel all the way back to the ship, get dressed and be ready to sit down and eat at 6:30. Don't. Come during meal hours to our main dining room at your leisure. If you just want a table for 2, if you've met wonderful people, you ask for a table for 6 or 8, we're able to accommodate you. The other great thing is you might come back to the ship and think, I've had such a wonderful, wonderful day. I don't feel like going down to the restaurant. I am going to order room service, and we offer complimentary 24/7 room service. And if you order off the Amphora menu during meal hours, we serve you as if you're in the dining room, course by course. We don't just knock on your door, ring your doorbell with one tray that has your salad and your starter, your entree, your dessert, and say, enjoy your meal. We will serve you course by course as if you're sitting in the dining room. So that is truly great. And it's, again, for us, wanting to give you that true relaxed experience. So nobody has to pull the short straw and get up early in the morning and go and put your towel on the deck chair to save space, or be the first in line in the tender. And I can see Sean laughing because Sean, obviously that's something that you've had to do in the past. Doesn't matter. For the most part, because we're small, we dock very, very close to the port, and in many instances, right in the port. In many cases, we have a lot of overnight stays, or we will leave late at night. So again, you've got none of that rushing, none of those regimented days. If you've booked a shore excursion at a certain time, of course, you're going to want to get up early and be on time for your shore excursion. But otherwise, just get up, have a relaxed breakfast. You can go into the destination, into the port, see the sights, do your shopping, come back, and then maybe take advantage of our water sports platform. So we really want you to have that vacation. And of course, because we're small, it's the freedom from crowds, as I've said. In order to be classified as a small ship cruise line, guests have to be, or the number of guests have to be less than 350. And we manage that on our ships, and I'm going to talk about that. But again, for us, it's about wanting to make you feel important. You, our guests, are not just a number. Engage with our crew, engage with the captain, engage with your service who get to know you and get to know your preferences, which is so important. And how are we able to do that? Our ratio of crew to guest is 1 to 1.5. And even though I keep making a joke, I know there's no such thing as half a person, just think of the exemplary service you're going to get if we have one crew member to every 1.5 guests. It is amazing. So I will tell you, on day 2, all our crew get to know your names. They get to know your preferences. How nice to be able to say, Sean and Tammy, do you want your vodka cocktail, Sean? And Tammy, do you want your Chardonnay? It's not just about the alcohol. Invariably, you're not going to be sitting at the same table for breakfast, so you're not going to get the same waiter. If you like hot sauce with your eggs, everybody is going to know that you like hot sauce, and it truly makes you feel important. We want you, as you heard from the video, to feel like you're on your own private yacht, and we're able to do that. One of the things that I'm sure whenever you have a presentation or something that's really important to you, everybody wants to know, well, what's the food like? And every company is going to say to you, our food is the best. Nobody's going to say, well, the food is mediocre. We're all going to say our food is excellent, but I am going to tell you that I can substantiate that because we are the long-term exclusive partners of the James Beard Foundation. James Beard is an American organization that recognizes globally top chefs, top sommeliers, top mixologists, and those amazing chefs have come on and trained our crew how to create these amazing meals for you, serve it up. It's on all our menus in all the different dining venues. It is amazing. And just very quickly, what you're looking at here is one of the James Beard chefs, James Beard Foundation chefs, who is doing what we call a shop with chef. Like the big cruise lines, we also have to replenish. And we want to give you that authentic experience of not only the destination, but also transcends into our food. One of the chefs here is doing a shop with chef where we take about 26 guests. It's complimentary and you can sign up to go into the little markets and the little villages and the little towns and do taste tests and help them choose the food that we're going to create. So again, it's truly also about that authentic experience with the food, not only the destination. And I hope you've all had dinner tonight because here's just an example of some of the really mouth-watering food that we do create and we do present to you on Windstar Cruises. Here is a picture. Talk about wanting to feel like you're on your own private yacht. Windstar has an open bridge policy. Not many cruise lines do that. How amazing not to have a red rope or yellow tape restricting you from going anywhere. We invite our guests to come into the bridge, have coffee with the captain. Understandably now, with health and safety protocols, we are going to limit the number of people at any one time, but come in and speak with the captain while we're sailing at night under the stars. Come and speak with the crew. It is fabulous, and we give you that opportunity. We also have on all our 6 ships, whether they're sailing ships or whether they're the star ships, the power yachts, we have our water sports platform on all our 6 ships. And depending, of course, on weather, depending on the destination, when it's safe to do so, and also when we're not docked right in port. When we're right in port, we can't lower the water sports platform. But when we do, all the water sports are complimentary. So go into the destination, as I mentioned, go into port, see the sights, do your shopping, and then come back and take advantage. It's a first come, first serve basis. Take advantage of our water sports, whether it's snorkeling, whether it's kayaking, whether it's skiing. The only charge that we do, that there is a charge, is when you have scuba diving, is because we have to get a PADI certified diver. But if you're thinking, Andrea, I'm not that energetic, I really don't want to do all these hectic sports, we have flotation mattresses. It is so nice to be able to do at your leisure, complimentary, have this wonderful experience. So I encourage you, whoever travels with us, and when there is this opportunity, when we do our Caribbean destinations and we do our beach days, we lower the water sports platform and people have a wonderful time on these water sports. Now, really, I want to say first and foremost on everybody's mind, of course, with everything that we talk about, is health and safety protocol. Because we are 180 degrees from ordinary, we've called our program Beyond Ordinary Care. And we have taken it to the nth degree. We follow very, very strict CDC guidelines. And without reading every single thing on these slides, I do want to tell you that we have a multi-layer strategy. And that is starts with pre-boarding, it's going to be on board, as well as our shore excursions. Excuse me. So at this point in time, we are not sure whether or not guests are going to be required to be vaccinated. However, given what's going on, I personally would like to be traveling on a ship where I know that everybody's been vaccinated. But that being said, we will require guests to have a negative COVID-19 test prior to boarding. We were very relaxed before. We did allow guests to walk onto the ship and we would register them and check them in on the ship. Now everything has to be done understandably in the terminal. We are going to ask guests to wear masks at certain times, and we are going to do some health screening as well and arrange for staggered arrivals and embarkation. With regards to our onboard protocols, I am in the next slide going to talk about our HEPA filters, where I'm proud to say Windstar is truly state-of-the-art when it comes to the HEPA filters, which I'll explain. We're going to have this EPA-registered hospital-grade sanitizing solution that we are going to spray throughout. We are going to be taking care. We are sailing with reduced capacity. We are going to be cleaning high-touch points, obviously in the staterooms, in the suites the whole time. In our dining venues, not only are we spacing out the dining, we are only going to accommodate 65% of our guests at a time in the dining room, in the main dining room, and in our specialty restaurants, 60%. The crew is going to be wearing masks and undergoing COVID-19 testing, but I do want to also let you know that Windstar has always traveled with a medical doctor on board. Our ships are small, we've always had a medical doctor. We are now adding 2 nurses to our medical staff. So everybody's going to be taken care of, and hopefully in the unlikely event that anything happens. We also, with regards to our shore excursion, travel with very few guests. So your shore excursions are not going to be thousands or tens of people. We are going to reduce the capacity on our shore excursions as well. So just a little hint, if you do decide to book and you are going to look at shore excursions, I would encourage you to book them in advance to make sure that you get the ones you want. Let me just go back and talk about our HVAC systems. You've heard about it with the airlines, with all the other cruise lines, if you've had a presentation. What the HEPA filters are, they stand for high efficiency particulate air, and that's the HVAC system. I'm thrilled to tell you that Windstar Cruises is the first cruise line to implement and install the UVC light, which has been proven to kill coronavirus. So aside from everything else, filtering out the germs and the bacteria and the viruses, before any of the air go into the air supply, we have got this UVC light, which is going to zap all viruses, of course, including coronavirus. And this has been installed in all our 6 ships. I'm going to talk about our beautiful fleet. Our flagship, the Windsurf, is our biggest ship. She's the biggest sailing vessel in the world, and she's ours. She's got her 5 masts and 7 sails, absolutely beautiful. We only accommodate 342 guests. So you can hear that we just squeak in under the 350 mark in order to classify us as a small ship cruise line. But again, even though Sean mentioned, can you imagine sailing? It is fabulous. As I say, when these sails hydraulically unfurl and off we go from one exquisite destination to the other, and you're out on deck with your friends, with your newly made friends, with a cocktail in your hand, and off we go. It is absolutely fantastic. We play the sail away music, and it is a wonderful, wonderful experience. Now, you might be looking at the ship and say, Sean, and whichever travel advisor you use at Expedia Cruises, you've booked me on cruises for years. This looks amazing. The itinerary that you've suggested is just something I never thought I could do on a ship. I would love this itinerary, but you know that whenever I sail, I like to have a balcony. These ships are designed the way they are. So you're not going to get a balcony on the Wind class of ships. But I want to say to you, hang on. Before you say, well, then I simply can't go on Windstar, I really do want to encourage you not to do that. We, again, are going to take you to some incredible ports, incredible destinations, and what an experience to sail or cruise, rather, on one of our sailing ships. Don't not go. For the most part, we have very few at-sea days. You're going to be in the destination for the most part. And because we keep saying, we want you to feel as if you're on your own private yacht, go anywhere on the deck. I'm just letting some people in. Grab 2 deck chairs. Make that your balcony. Grab 4 deck chairs if you're traveling with friends. Make that your balcony. Don't not go. It's a wonderful experience. We have our 2 smaller ships, the Windstar and the Wind Spirit. And I think you can see a little theme here that anything that has the name Wind in front of it is going to be one of our sailing ships. These small ships only accommodate 148 guests. So if you're talking about that private yacht experience, wow, this is it. With our ratio of crew to guests, there's 101 crew for 148 guests. Just imagine the service. Now, you might be saying, how fabulous. I'm interested in going to Alaska. I'm interested in going to Iceland. And I think I'd like to go on one of these sailing ships. That won't happen because these sailing ships only go in warmer waters. So we very cleverly deploy them to the Greek Isles, to the Caribbean, to places like the Mediterranean, places like that. So again, depending on your destination, that's going to determine which type of ship you go on. But again, irrespective of the ship, the experience is going to be the same. So talking about the other ships that we have our beautiful Star ships. These are 3 sister ships. We purchased them a few years ago from Seabourn Cruise Lines, the luxury cruise lines, and we did a lot of refurbishment on them. And when we put them in the water, they had 212 guests capacity. Last year, we announced something quite unbelievable, our $250 million Star Plus initiative. And what is that, you might ask? When Sean and I got on a little earlier, he was saying, where are your ships right now? All 3 of these beautiful Star ships are in Palermo, Sicily, Italy. They're in a dockyard where we've taken them in and we are refurbishing all the washrooms in every one of the suites. We have refurbished the spa facility, the retail facility, the fitness facility. We have added 2 brand new restaurants. We've done the engines. We've taken out 7 older engines and we've put 4 new high efficiency engines in. But look at this picture. What else have we done? What else have we done? We have split the ships and stretched them and added in an 84-foot prefabricated section that will give us 50 additional suites for an additional 100 guest capacity. So when these ships sail out in 2021, when we start sailing again from June, they will accommodate 312 guests. And here is our first beautiful refurbished ship, the Star Breeze. She's been put together again. Of course, we've got new tenders, new lifeboats. It is going to be a spectacular experience. So again, we're looking forward to welcoming you. And you might be wondering on this call, well, I wonder if I'm really that typical Windstar guest. What is that? Who is that? Well, let me say that we don't discriminate on age. So everybody is welcome, except we don't confirm children under the age of 8. So you will not find young parents with young children on board, but you will certainly find young couples that have said to their parents or their in-laws, look after the children. We're going on Windstar for 7, 10, 12 days, or however long they can take advantage of their family for. But again, it's a wonderful experience. And for us, if you like that small, intimate experience, if you like river cruising, this is like a river cruise experience on the ocean. But again, let me say, we're going to give you that true authentic experience in the destinations that we take you to. No pretentiousness, no stuffiness. It's going to be that understated elegance where you're going to meet like-minded people. And that's truly what you want, going to the little off the beaten path places that we're taking you to. Now you might be wondering, oh, I'm intrigued. Where could 6 small ships possibly go? Let me tell you that I'm just going to make a few suggestions here. We have a very robust portfolio of destinations that we go to, and you would be surprised because you might think, well, I didn't think you could go here on Windstar. I want to encourage you. We have just come out with our new brochure, and Sean, if you need a supply, I can send that to you for sure. But I would encourage you to go online. We have a digital brochure, which is exactly the same as the paper one, and Sean and his team can send that to you so you can flip through it and see some of these amazing destinations. Let me start out by talking, look where I am. I'm in Greece at the moment, but Greece is our most popular destination. As Sean was saying, can you imagine sailing with the sails up from one destination to the other? That's what we do in Greece. As I say, most popular, we go to Mykonos, we go to Santorini, we go to Monovasia, we go to beautiful ports of call that you may not even have heard of. What I want you to look at is in the top right-hand corner of your screen. That is in Kuşadası, Turkey. And when we go there, we offer our guests a destination discovery event. This is a complimentary event where we take our guests after all the day guests have left. We take Windstar guests exclusively, and we have this white-gloved 5-course meal served on white linen tablecloths. We've got a string quartet playing in the background. This ancient ruin of the Celsus Library in Ephesus is lit up just for our guests. So it is a spectacular experience. I'm pleased to tell you that with many of our new destinations now going to Turkey, we're going back to Istanbul, which is a beautiful destination. So that's something to also look forward to if you are looking at our Greek destinations. But what I also want to tell you is even though we are refurbishing our ships and we are our starships, and we are lengthening them, we're not widening them, many of our guests have said to us, oh, but we love the smallness of Windstar. That's why we come to Windstar. Are you still going to go to the places the big ships can't go? Yes, this is the Corinth Canal in Greece. You could never go here on a big ship. You feel you want to put out your arms and touch the sides. It is truly amazing. And again, let me tell you, you can't do this on a big ship, understandably. Look how close we get. So these are still the experiences we're able to provide for you. One of the other fabulous new itineraries that we are offering it's called Footsteps of Faith in the Holy Land. And now in conjunction with our beautiful Greek itineraries, we are adding on destinations that we haven't been to before. We're going to Israel, we're going to Egypt, we're going to Cyprus. So for those of you who want to go to Jerusalem, who want to see the pyramids, who want to go to the Baha'i gardens and have these amazing experiences, you have a day or an option to go to see Petra in Jordan. So some incredible, incredible destinations. And as you can see, I'm just dangling the carrot. I'm whetting your appetites. I'm not going to go, we arrive at 7 o'clock and then you leave at 9 o'clock at night. That's not what you want to hear in the short time that we've got together this evening. Northern Europe. Did you think that we do expansive itineraries in Scandinavia? We go to Russia. But one that I really want to talk about is that we also do around Iceland. It's easy to get there, but it's a very, very expensive destination. You're not going to find unbelievable 5-star hotels. The food is very expensive. What better way to see these destinations, including Asia, all these destinations that are so expensive than in the comfort of a ship? Most of your meals, all your meals are on board, but you might have lunch or you might have a meal while you're in the destination. What a way to see a country very, very cost effectively. This is an unbelievable country, a huge juxtaposition. You've got your waterfalls, you've got your geothermal baths and springs, you've got your ice tunnels, you've got your volcanic rocks. It is a fabulous destination. And we do it on one of our starships because of the weather. So you're going to be in one of these refurbished ships, brand new, if you decide to do Iceland with Windstar. Talk about exotic. We have an all year round program in Tahiti. When we go, we do either 7-day in the Society Island, or if you've gone all that way, you might as well stay on for 10 or 11 days. We incorporate the Tuamotu Islands. And I'm going to show you a video, which I hope will get you excited about that. Enjoy.
Tahiti. What better way to explore a nation of islands than by yacht? A Windstar yacht. Sail into small bays big ships can't reach. Explore beaches on uninhabited motus. There is nothing between you and the real Tahiti. Paddle, swim, or snorkel right from a yacht built specifically for Tahiti, on a line that was voted the world's best small ship cruise line. Hop ashore to the enchanted landscape of Moorea. Raiatea's lush forests and black pearl farm. Play in the bathtub-warm lagoons surrounding Bora Bora's exotic peaks. Let Windstar take you into these unique island paradises with overnight stays at most. Thoughtfully designed staterooms, exquisite yet relaxed dining experiences, unforgettable private events, and a crew that never stop finding ways to make you feel like you're on your own private yacht. Make this the ultimate way to experience Polynesia. Just an 8-hour flight from LAX to Papeete, or 9.5 from Sydney, Windstar is here year-round. Choose from 7, 10, or 11-day itineraries, with plenty of options to extend your stay on shore. See and experience the most of Tahiti on the world's best small ship cruise line.
So on all our Tahiti itineraries, we offer you another destination discovery event, which is where we do that traditional fire dances and the traditional Tahitian feast. It is fabulous. We also do a beach barbecue each and every time, where again, you can take advantage of the water sports. It is simply fantastic. Has anybody here been done Costa Rica and the Panama Canal? What a way to do it. And I want to tell you that I was fortunate enough to do this. The Panama Canal is 1 day of your itinerary, but we traversed the entire Panama Canal. And I have to say that we were truly, it was just unbelievable. We were in the experience, and that's what makes the difference. We had another huge big ship behind us where all the guests were leaning over the banisters looking down, and they were marveling at this engineering feat because it's amazing. I do want to absolutely say at this point in time that if you're working with Expedia Cruises, when you book a cruise with them, they might put you on a big cruise. You are going to have an amazing time. It's a fabulous, cruising is exciting. You're going to have a great time. I will never say that if you go on a big cruise ship, you're not going to have a great vacation. What I'm saying is when you travel with Windstar, it's a different experience. You are in the experience. We felt we were going up when the locks, when the water rose up in the locks, we went up, we went down when they went down. It was truly an immersive experience in this destination. And added on with the Panama Canal, we incorporate some itineraries to Central America, to South America. So it's just a phenomenal experience. And it's not just about just the sightseeing. We choose places where you get to see UNESCO World Heritage sites, historical sites. Yes, touristy sites, of course, but we like to say we're for travelers. We're not just for tourists. So we're going to take you to those different places that you may not get to, or that more than likely you won't get to on the big cruise ships. Now you might be saying, I can't take it anymore, Sean and team. I want to get out of here. And they may say to you, well, what about the Caribbean? The airfare is fantastic. Yes, I know, depending on where you're located, you might have to come into Toronto, but from here, it's a direct flight. The airfare is relatively cheap, let me say. And you might say, oh, Sean, really? Sean and Tammy, you've booked me. How many times have I done the Caribbean? I've gone from Miami to Fort Lauderdale to a private island to Jamaica, back to Miami. That's my trip. Let me say this to you. Windstar's Caribbean is not the Caribbean that you've done. Look at some of the places that we go to. Anse Mitan in Martinique. These are just some of them. Falmouth Harbor in Antigua. We go to Jost van Dyke, Little Bay, Montserrat. This is in the Virgin Islands. We go to Tobago Key, St. Vincent in the Grenadines. This is just a few of the many places and the many off the beaten path places, because we can take you into those beautiful places. Some of you may not have heard of Surfers Hole in Tortola. All these little, again, unique places. Look at Windstars Caribbean. Speak to Sean and his team, because what a way to go on a really cost-effective vacation with your airfare and some beautiful new places. I spoke to you earlier about going to southern Spain, Portugal. We incorporate on some of them. Morocco, as I explained to you, going into Agadir. We do Malaga. We do Lanzarote. We do so many of these amazing places. Funchal, Lisbon. Portugal is a fabulous destination to want to go to. Italy as well. How stunning is it to go to Italy? But Croatia might be on your bucket list. That's a very popular, hot destination that people want to go to. We incorporate that with many of our Italian itineraries. We do the Dalmatian coast. We do the Adriatic Sea. We do Kotor, Montenegro. So many incredible itineraries to look forward to. And of course, the Mediterranean. Sanare-sur-Mer, we do Monte Carlo. If any of you are interested in the Grand Prix, we do a one-off themed itinerary every May into Monte Carlo with an overnight. We give you special seating. So if you are interested, speak to Sean and his team. He will have the details on that amazing, amazing itinerary. But I don't want to leave here without talking about some of the most incredible, incredible, authentic experiences. And I was fortunate enough to do Alaska as well. I want you to just look at some of the points or some of the ports that we go to. Places like Inian Island, Icy Strait Point, amazing. Tracy Arm, Endicott Arm, Misty Fjords. You can't go to these big places. Yes, you go to Juneau and Ketchikan on the big ships, but this is where we were truly remote. We were right up, talk about up close and personal. I'll tell you what we do on our itineraries to Alaska. We travel with 6 expedition experts, ranging from glaciologists to botanists to phenomenal photographers. They are incredible and they engage with our guests. You can have dinner with them, you can have breakfast with them. But what is so amazing is when we are right up by these glaciers, talk about up close and personal. I managed to see orcas. They took us out to see these incredible sea lions and eagles and bears. You're right up against nature. You're not looking through your binoculars. I want to show you an experience that happened with me. So here I am on a Zodiac. What we do, which is amazing, is when we are in these icy waters, I spoke about our water sports platform. We lower the water sports platform and we launch our 2-person kayaks or our Zodiac shore excursions right from the ship. Well, I'm not a good kayaker by any stretch of the imagination. So here I am all, life jacketed up and I'm sitting on a Zodiac. So I want you to see from the next slide how close we all were to this remarkable experience. So we were taking this from the Zodiac. We have some amazing, amazing itineraries. We usually do 11 and 12-day itineraries, and that is by design so that you truly get to have that amazing experience. We have also introduced a 7-day itinerary from Vancouver to Seward or the other way around. So again, some amazing experiences. I do want to encourage you to go onto our website, but then of course, go back to your Expedia Cruises consultant, advisor, and let them know what itinerary you want, because not only are they able to help you, but they're also able to, in many, many instances, give you some great perks and benefits that you can't get by booking direct. When you go into windstarcruises.com, if you look on the right-hand side, you're going to see something that says specials. When you click on specials, it's a very robust website. You can get a lot of information, but when you click on specials, you're going to find specials to Tahiti. You're going to find a lot of specials. And currently now, we have what we call our Sales Small promotion. We've extended it to the 31st of March, and it does depend on the length of cruise that you're doing, on the category that you have booked, where you can earn up to $1,000, and this is US dollars, shipboard credit. Or if you're doing a European itinerary, we have several hotels to choose from in different destinations on a European itinerary. It does include your breakfast, and it also includes your transfer to the ship. Or you can choose your our captain's exclusive beverage package, or unlimited Wi-Fi. So again, there is different perks that you get depending on the itinerary, depending on the length that you go, and depending on the category that you book. We also have every Thursday that comes out, and you will find this under the specials tab, something called 7 for 7. Every Thursday, we put 7 cruises on sale for 7 days. It runs from Thursday to Wednesday night, and then the following Thursday we put another 7 cruises on sale. So I encourage you to look at that, or ask your advisor and just say, you know, I'm looking for Greece, I'm looking for Iceland, I'm looking for the Mediterranean, whatever it is, look out for me, and they can look out for you, and combinable with these special offers that run throughout the year. These are not combinable with the special wave offers, but they are combinable with the special perks that Expedia Cruises has to give to you. So there's always going to be savings, always going to be benefits, and that's the benefit of booking through your travel advisor. So with that, we want to thank you for joining us tonight, and we want to also give you an offer on anything that you book. So even if there's a perk, even if there's a special amenity that Sean and his team can give you, if you make a booking with any of Sean's offices from tomorrow and book by the 19th of March, so you've got 2 weeks to make a booking, in addition to whatever perk and benefit you're getting, we will give you an additional $50 US per person shipboard credit. So this is in addition to all other perks, and I encourage you to contact your Expedia Cruises travel advisor for more information. So with that, we are going to open it up for questions, but this is what WinStar is all about, all these different experiences that you see here. We are waiting for you. We're excited. And again, I want to say that no matter which itinerary you choose, no matter which ship you're going to go on, you are going to have a spectacular 180 degrees from ordinary experience. We've been chomping at the bit. We've been waiting. We have now announced that we are going to be starting sailing in Tahiti in June. We're putting everything into place, and we're excited about that. So again, if you are interested in booking or making any reservations or getting any information, please contact Expedia Cruises. Here's the phone number if you need pricing, if you need to email them. And Sean, I'd like to say over to you to take over.
Well, that's just, I mean, what such exciting product. You were talking about the Caribbean, and last time that I went to St. Martin, there was 8 ships there and probably 30,000 cruise passengers going on to the poor beaches of St. Martin's. And you were showing St. Vincent, or that small port down in Antigua. You would be the only people there. So what a difference. So it's not just a small ship, but you're going into places where you're going to be the only place. I did as well just want to say, we've been booking a lot of people the last like 3-4 months. Bookings are really starting to pick up, and we are filling up 22 and 2023 product right now. And so if you think about these beautiful ships, 140 passengers, 346, the big ship, that's 170 staterooms. That's all per sailing. So, and the Americans, they're going to get their vaccines about 3 months before us. And so they're booking faster than us. So we don't want to miss out. So I just want to throw that out. Don't be afraid to start to look right now, start to book, because we don't want you to miss out. Okay, questions. So if you've got a question, there's a chat box just on the bottom. Feel free to throw in a question there. We've got one here. What accommodations are available for handicapped clients on board and on shore?
So we do have some staterooms or some suites, because I will tell you on our starships, we call them suites, and I'm just going to digress for a moment. They start out at 277 square feet. They've got walk-in closets, marble bathrooms, so they are really, really roomy, irrespective, not only for a small ship, but for a big ship, they're very, very roomy. So we do have some staterooms that will accommodate that, but we do need to be very honest, and depending on the level of mobility, because that is very important. In some instances, we may not be able to take everybody, because you are required to be able to walk up and down into our tenders and into our lifeboats, and sometimes there are ramps. So, you know, speak to Sean, we'll take it offline and we'll see how we can help you, but we do definitely have rooms and availability, staterooms and availability.
Okay. And another question, when will your 2023 itineraries be out?
We've got them out already. They're in the new brochure. We've got them currently now until May, well, I believe it's the spring of 2023 at this point in time, but we keep adding because as we're redeploying. But this is good for us, because we never used to be so far ahead, but we definitely have the late 2021, 2022, all our itineraries, as well as up to, I would say March, maybe some April in 2023, but we constantly keep adding our new itineraries.
Okay, super. I think those are the only questions that we've got. You must have done such an amazing job that you just like answered everybody's questions. So
well, I hope so, because there is a lot more, but if anybody emails you, Sean, at this, or anybody at this email address, you know, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I'll certainly get you the answers if you don't have them. But I have no doubt you'll be able to respond to everybody.
Fantastic. Well, with that, we just want to thank you for joining us tonight here. And it was fantastic to learn about just a really special cruise line that probably not a lot of people have heard about. Many of you have never sailed on it, and certainly something new and different, and we would love to get you on a Windstar ship. So reach out, let us know. We want to plan spectacular vacations for you and really make the most of every trip once we finally get back. So dust off the passport, get it ready. We're just a few months away from hopefully being able to go again. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Andrea, for joining us, and have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. And thank you, Sean, for the opportunity. Thank you.
Good night.